This is a brand new thermal reactive target from SDS Online. Hey guys, and welcome to Ozzie Reviews. Today I'm checking out the iAiming 617 thermal optic. Now guys, most of you would have seen these announced by Nioa recently, and they've caused a fair bit of interest because, let's face it, a lot of thermal optics, including obviously scopes and just monoculars, are coming down to be that little bit more affordable, whereas years gone by you're paying well over 10 grand, sometimes 20, 30 grand for these sorts of things. So they're definitely coming down a bit lower in price and within that affordability to most people out there. So let's have a look at this one. First of all, I'll show you what it comes with. Now I've already got it mounted naturally, but we'll show you what it comes with. Okay, we've got a carry strap for the bag here. Now the bag it comes in, nice zip up bag there, but yeah, I wouldn't be using that. It'll either be on the rifle or not. So we've got a charger here as well. Okay, we've got two of the 18650 batteries and also a case for them. We've got the manual, got a lens cleaning brush there, and we've got an Allen key, okay, because obviously the Picatinny rail there, you use this to fix the adapter off the optic. There's also a USB cable, which I've actually got on the computer at the moment. Now the optic itself is made from aluminium housing, and we've got the Picatinny rail mount on it. There's no other way at this stage that I'm aware of to mount one of these, so you do need a Picatinny rail for your firearm. The actual optic itself weighs 760 grams, okay? So look, it's not extremely lightweight, so just take that into consideration when you're looking at one. 182 millimeters in length, and we've got a 40mm objective lens. Now the sensor on this is a 640 microbolometer sensor. Now I actually like 640 when it comes to thermal. I don't like the lower end ones because I really want to be able to make out what I'm looking at very easily. Now the model iAiming 317 has a 384 microbolometer sensor. So for me, I really wanted that 640. So the 617 offers that. Also their higher end 612 model offers it as well. Now, look, I've gone over this, guys, when I've spoken about it with the Pulsar review and then also the Nighttech thermal review, and that's the pixel pitch. Okay, so on this, it's a 17 micrometer pixel pitch. So a micrometer, just to give you some idea, is 1/1000th of a millimeter. Okay, so very, very fine. So what it is a pixel pitch is measured from the center of a pixel to the center of the next pixel. So to give you a rough comparison, a human hair can be roughly 50 micrometers. So, it's very, very thin, this from pixel to pixel being 17 micrometers. Now we've got a digital zoom from 1.6 to 12.8 on this model, and the display on it is OLED display. It records in high definition via Wi-Fi with an app, so the app is available obviously for Apple and Android, and we've got an onboard 32 gig memory card. Now, they do say that it detects to 1200 meters, which is good for looking around and everything. But, as I've said in other thermal reviews, when, the detection is far greater than just a few hundred meters, I don't know if personally I would ever use it, but it's nice to have it there. We've got 7 different color palettes to choose from. Okay, I'll show you that later on in the review. And we've got 6 different reticle types. The runtime is roughly about 8 hours of runtime. Now, IP67 waterproof rated. You can also operate between -40 and +50 degrees Celsius. So, that pretty much covers everything here in Australia that you could come across. Now recoil rated to 6,000 joules, so in real life terms we're looking at 308, 300 Win Mag, so you shouldn't have any issues whatsoever there. Now the big selling point about this is the first shot auto zero that they talk about. So basically they say that you can fire a shot and this optic will pick up where that shot is and then auto calculate to basically zero the optic, with just that one shot. So we'll definitely be putting that to the test in this review. Now, I can't find anywhere where this is made, so I'm assuming China. Look, if I'm wrong, by all means I'll stand corrected, but I believe that it will be made in China. We've got a 3-year warranty here in Australia on this, so obviously that's a pretty good warranty. Price-wise, you're looking about $4,000, okay? I have seen them advertised a little bit cheaper, but yeah, $4,000 for this actual model, the IA617. So now guys, let's get this zeroed, and we'll show you the menu system, and then we'll get out and we'll just see what's moving on the farm. So what I'm going to be zeroing this with, guys, because it is a thermal optic, and a lot of the times looking at paper, it's very hard to see. So this is a brand new thermal reactive target from STS Online, okay? Now, these guys basically made some great targets and gongs, and this one was sent to me so that I could test it. So I thought, well, I've got the thermal optic, I might as well test it. So what they're saying is when you do actually hit this, the heat signature will be quite significant, because it is like a plastic basically, that the thermal optic will pick that up quite easily. So that's what I'm going to mount now, and let's just get this rifle zeroed. Okay, so our target here is at 25 meters, so let's go into the menu system here. Now we don't have audio recording with the optic, so it's just going to be the voiceover here, guys. So we go into profile first of all, 22 LR, and we'll choose 40 grain. Go back. Then we go to zeroing, auto zero. Please confirm the zero range is 25 meters, yes. Okay, so it basically gives you a countdown here. So you've got basically 14 seconds to line your target up. As you can see there, I've got that STS thermal target just below my normal target that I use there. Okay, so fired a shot. As you can see there, it clearly comes up with that heat signature. So it just says to keep the firearm steady. Obviously it's working out the calculation here. Then it goes into data processing, which can take up to a minute. So we'll just edit this video to make it a bit quicker. Then it comes up with confirm the current options, yes. And now we should be zeroed. So let's fire another couple of shots. Yep, right on the original. And again, as you can see, 2 shots right on top of the original shot. So what we'll do now, we've got a gong out there at 50 yards. So let's change our distance here, our zero, put it up to 50 meters. And let's just see if this is accurate. So we'll take a shot. We'll zoom into 3.2 power. Yep, look at that, right on. Again, yep. And again. So yeah, I mean, look, I don't know what else to show you guys. It obviously works fine. So what we'll do now is just show you the actual reticles. So I've got it on type 5, so this is type 6, type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, and back to type 5. Now into the color palettes. So I've got it set on white hot, now black hot, iron bow, glow bow, sepia, red hot, and green hot. And I'll leave it on white hot. So let's start off with showing you Hank. He's only, about 40 odd yards from me here, and you can clearly see him. Now this is looking at 300 yards away to give you a comparison in the rocky area here of the farm and some of the cattle that are sitting down. So we've zoomed into 4-power and you can see that little bit of pixelization starting there. Now one thing you can't do with thermal obviously is see through long grass. Now the roo here, as you see, puts his head up and you can clearly see him there. Zooming in to 6-power, a little bit of pixelization there as well, but you can clearly see him. So that's just something you've got to be aware of. So look at this, we've got 2 deer looking straight at me here. But guys, I got the 22 LR and it's just not ethical to take deer with the 22. So hence we're not taking a shot with it here. But you can clearly see them and make out quite a lot of features about them. Even when they start to run off, which you'll see just shortly, you can clearly see them and in quite good detail. So now we're looking at a hare about 50 yards away that was just running in the house yard here. And we take a shot, and as you can see, the accuracy is right on with that reticle. Okay guys, I'm going to wrap up my final thoughts on the iAiming 617 thermal optic. Now there's a few things that I found that need a little bit of improvement here, guys, and I'll certainly, if I'm proved wrong with this, there's another way around it, I'll certainly put it in the comments below this video on YouTube. But the most frustrating thing that I found about this optic is just the software wise with what it defaults to. So for me, obviously using this, I've got it sighted in, zeroed there with 22 LR, and really you want to use it at 50 meters, right? Like most 22s, 50 yards, 50 meters, and then you work out your shot from there. Well, every time you actually turn the power off on the optic and then turn the power back on, well, it seems to forget that. So it just automatically goes to 100 meters as your zero, which for me with a rimfire, I prefer that at 50. It still remembers the 22 LR, so no problem in remembering the caliber there, but it just defaults to that. Very much the same with the Wi-Fi. When you turn the optic off and then you turn it back on, it defaults to Wi-Fi off. So then when you want to record, you've actually got to go in and turn the Wi-Fi on and then go to your app and then be able to hit record from there. So I found that a little frustrating. Also the fact that there's no sound with the actual optic. I know me personally, it'd be just nice to have that sound of the round going off, and I just think it just adds to the video there. So look, that's only software issues, and obviously when it comes to sound, well, they'd need to put a facility in there for a microphone, wouldn't they? So that aside, the actual performance, which is the real key thing here, and I know you guys want to know about it. As you've seen, like that one-shot zero works, doesn't it? And I really thought that it was going to be a gimmick, but no, it works. It shoots right on. Look at the hair that I shot there. Exactly where that reticle was exactly where the bullet went. So I can't complain about that either, guys. So overall, a hell of a lot of positives about it. Just a couple of niggly things that just frustrated me a bit. But performance-wise, it's certainly there, and I really enjoyed using it, and it makes hunting so much easier, especially of a night time, obviously. So yeah, we'll leave the review at that, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching it. So till next time, we'll catch you then.